Hmm. Good evening. It's rosboundy Psychic Medium here bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. Although I am 12 and a little bit, 12 and a half hours later than I normally would be. This would usually be in the morning, but I'm in the evening because I have had a full weekend of helping to look after some grandchildren, and it was a wonderful time. I'm home, I've had my tea, and I'm about to relax and thought I really would like to join in and do the quick card reading that normally is the 12 and a half hours ago. So I'm going to switch over to the cards, and you can enjoy this as a replay, or for those who are watching live, welcome. And here we go. Tune into your psychic senses and your spiritual connections. Don't forget that. What we've got is the oh, and I've just noticed Nat's comment. Evening, Ros. Have I slept this long? Yes. Well, I've had a nap or two through the day when I could, whilst the grandchildren were quiet. It's been a long day, and I'm home now. And I thought, well, I'd still put the live stream on because I really, really do love being here and doing these daily. I feel like I've missed out if I don't do one. And good evening to Lee. Lovely to have you here too. What we have is, which is out of view, because I have got the, the camera already zoomed in. It's the Pixies Astounding Lenormand, this deck. It's a lovely deck. It's reminiscent of the Rider-Waite in some of the way they've got the diagrams. I think it is actually taken from the Rider-Waite as a background imagery uh, from what the guidebook probably has. I don't fully follow the guidebook, so we're just going to go with what we know of the Lenormand, or that I've learnt about the Lenormand as we've gone along over the last 5 years, or is it 6? I'm starting to lose track. What we've got is the garden, the whip, and the birds. So it's really interesting to have this combination in the two factors of that comes from Mother Nature, the garden and the birds. But it, like birds, really isn't specifically about Mother Nature. Their factor of grounding and getting back into what is that beautiful public place. If anybody has access to what is the natural realm of the garden, that is the the growing elements of what nature brings to us in whatever form that is, whether it is the formal gardens that's really beautifully manicured and organized, and with fountains and other features that we just go, wow, compared to what we can see out in the natural realm of the mountains and valleys, and the natural garden that is Mother Earth really putting on the display of how the creation of nature itself does regenerate so beautifully without interference, and it can do a better job than we can if we left it alone. But it is about the being in the public places, so that's what we will have had, is going out and about and into the open areas, the public places, and that. Whether you're still yet to have your day ahead, as in the the other time zone that's just starting their mornings now, this would be your day ahead. Those of us here in the Southern Hemisphere equivalents, like the Australian, etc., we're at the 8:30 evening time. So it does bring in that, oh, I wonder what it relates to that I've already had in my day, since most of it has passed. You might be able to relate it to something. And here we've got the birds that are on the other side of this whip and the birch broom, that is about the communication. So part of the garden card is that speaking out and in public, it's almost like being seen. And what we have here with the birds is that other factor of communication of our voice, so that we hear and speak. We've got that is the communication that language brings in to a degree. And we know that birds themselves have their own language from the different ways that we can listen to their conversations. It's really intriguing. I love listening to birds, as you all would know already from what I've got in my front yard is gorgeous birds every morning. And good evening to Joe. Lovely to have you here as well. And Keza, you're here too, so it's wonderful. And this is the reading for today, Keza. I'll answer this. So, are we doing reading today, or is it for everyone? It is for everyone, but it is. This is the general one for everyone. It's not the ad hoc evening ones that I have done before on a Sunday. I'm catching up on the daily one that I wasn't here at 8 this morning to do. I'm now here at 8:30 in the evening. So it is the one for today that was pertinent. So, Keza, relate it to something that may be from your day as already happened. Did it indicate something, something that you've had happen through the day? Does this tweak a memory of what was? Or it could still be ahead for the rest of the evening. We don't know. This being that is the gardens and the public arena, and how we hear and speak our voice, that communication that is, most of the time it's one to one, but it can be the one person to thousands, like I potentially have with this, speaking to everybody through the technology we have, as a YouTube video, the Facebook connections, and wherever else this would go. That does bring this into that arena of public speaking to a degree. What we have with the birch broom and whip here in that central space could have been it could be just that level of what seems like giving it a hurry up, getting to work, picking up these two tools of housekeeping work, getting action happening. These laying dormant do nothing, but picking them up, you actually get the results you want by using the broom, by using the whip. And we know from the interpretation of whip, look, sometimes it can be seen as a negative card because it's like punishment, and things that used to be done as what's the word? Well, actually, punishment did it, didn't it? So the old-fashioned, yeah, had a number of whippings as a punishment, as what you had as your sentence is the other word I'm trying to think of. But I know for myself, my only experiences has really been more of using it for stock and just that sound that it makes to keep things moving. It's the vibration of giving you that little bit of a startle, that little bit of a kick in the pants to get your work done, to get moving. It was more to get moving, but we were the ones holding them to do the work because you did have to draft and do all that sort of thing. So this is, it is being out and about and doing. So what sort of thing did you get to doing today if you're in this side of the world? And those who are coming into their day ahead, this is an indication of moving out and about in the outside world, around and about where you live, your public places, and communicating probably in some groups or with friends, and getting some work done if you're actually moving into a work day or work situation as well. So that's where it would be for today. So hopefully that does resonate with you in some form, some way, so that, we do continue to learn from what Spirit shows us in the various tools that we use. I love using the cards. You may use something different and get vibrations or messages, even from meditations or from crystals or runes or different, scribing with water bowls, crystal balls. There's all sorts of different tools that are absolutely fun to use. And when you trust that those messages are coming direct from Spirit, see the truth in that and what it means for you in your life situation, or for whoever you're reading for as well. So thank you, Keza. And thank you, that message for everyone to have a relaxing night. Absolutely. And for those who are the other side of the world, have a wonderful day as well. for yours ahead. And you were out most of the day in the park and home, had a roast, oh yum, and now bed. Isn't it wonderful just to be able to have a nice relaxing day like that? So thank you each and every one of you for being with me, even for this short time. And we'll see you tomorrow at about, and it would probably be less than the 12 hours, I hope, that I'm actually on time tomorrow morning at about the 8 o'clock. So keep being the best you. Have a wonderful, restful night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.